Hello, my name is Natchapon Ponlaem.
Hello, my name is Nuttasit Tannitipaisal.
Hello, my name is Natthapon Tanateeraanan.
Hello, Dollatham Charoethammkic.
Hello, my name is Pattarachanon Uraiwichaikul.
Hello, my name is Phacharaphon Aiamphan.
The first person we will interview is Miss Sirimongkut Phuslinkom. She used to study at King Mongkut University of Technology Thonburi in the field of applied computer science and also graduated with first class honor. Her brief work experience in 2023. First, she worked as a freelancer for Department of Mathematics KMUTT website as a UX/UI designer and a project manager. Later, she did mock-up mobile application as a project manager, business analysis, and UX/UI designer. Next, the second person we interviewed was Mr. Ponlaem, who graduated with first class honor from King Mongkut University of Technology Thonburi in applied computer science. Experience at Microsoft company and currently working at Alliance by Infinitas as a software associate.
Okay, hi everyone. Now we meet Pichat, working as a UX/UI designer.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you all. So shall we start the first question?
Okay, our first question: what inspired you to follow this field of work?
So the reason why I choose to be a UI UX designer because I was study in computer science major and I know the demand of the career about technology is pretty huge and I have a chance when I was third year I have a chance to internship about this field before, so I think I got used to it. Yeah, that's the reason why I choose this job.
That is very interesting. The next question is, what skill should freelance and UX/UI design have?
Oh, well, I think the best soft skill for us is responsibility and time management because as a freelancer, you don't have the boss or the manager to control you or command you what you have to do. So you have to manage everything by yourself. And the next one is if you want to be a good designer, you have to be a fast learner and keep learning everything because nowadays technology is keep changing, so you have to learning what is the new elements, new components, new tools that happen nowadays. So yeah, so learning skill is very important for be a good designer for me, I think.
Oh yeah, I think so very important. We coming to next question. Do you believe that knowing English helps you in your freelancing work?
Yeah, I think it's helped me a lot. So in term when I want to reading a document or watching a tutorial clip that is or using English is the main language. So if I am not good in English, it must be struggling sometimes. Yeah, and about my work too, some project my clients want me to use English is the main language. So I have to concern about grammar because I have to write the content on the website correctly. Yeah, that is.
I see. Let's move on to the next question. How do you approach communication challenges that may arise due to cultural differences in the workplace?
For me, in my point of view, if I had to work with the customer that I'm not familiar or the company that I'm not used to it, I will be quiet and listen first. And if I have any question or I have any doubts, I will asking them immediately after meetings because I don't want to knowing something and in the wrong way. I mean, I don't want to misunderstanding some point, and I want to make all of the things clear before I start working the task that I have been assigned. Yeah.
Oh, from your answer, I think you have a lot of experience.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
the next question is, do you have a process in a place for handling a variety of issues that arise while working with this counter client or in freelancing?
Oh, well, for me, I think in every job we will be facing, and it's always have a spoiled customer. So I have two solutions. First one is I have to change my attitude that I have to working with one goal that I have to make my customer feeling impressive for my job. No matter what requirement of the customer is pretty weird, pretty bad, or is it against to my thoughts and my idea. So I have to working and I have to working to make them okay with my job. And the next solution is dealing with the customer that is always like, can you please edit that for me? Can you please do that for me? Yeah, so I have to make a contract or rules between me and my customer that okay, I just work about this time, this duration, no more from this. Yeah, so because as a freelancer, if you working keep editing a lot, it will be happens and effect for your job in your hands. Yeah.
That's pretty good idea. Okay, question number 7 is, does the success of a freelance project depend on effective time management and planning?
It's definitely big and important matter because as I told you before, it's about contract involved. So if you are not good at managing, that means you will deliver your work late. Yeah, and if you doing that, the customer will be criticize you, and it will affect for your reputation as a freelancer.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. What criteria will you use to determine the cost of your freelance work?
Oh, for me, it depends on how difficulty for each project. So many freelancers have many types of criteria like calculating by pages, web pages, or calculating by the price per day, or calculating by the price per project. So it's depending on the context of each project.
Oh, okay. Now we are going to asking last question for today. How do you feel about working both full-time and freelance?
Oh, well, for me, I prefer to work in freelance because it make me to encounter many different type of work, and I gain a lot of experience when I working in the freelance. And yeah, but it will be a hard time sometimes if I am not good management, time management. And for the full-time job, the advantage of full-time job is I have to practice a lot of soft skill like interpersonal skill and communicating skill because we have to work with a lot of people. So yeah, if you want to improve that skill, you should to go to full-time job. But if you want to working alone, you have to go back to freelancer, just like me. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you.
See you again.
Hi everyone. Now we meet PA working as a software associate, working as a backend developer. So it's time to begin the interviews. Hello PA, how are you?
Hello. Okay.
We really appreciate you taking the time to interview us today.
From what Natsu said earlier, your jobs are very interesting. So can you tell us what your job is about and what you do?
Okay, my job is about developing software or a website. My responsibility is about develop API. Like when you interact with website, it will return some data, something like that.
Wow, that sounds interesting. I'm very excited to interview you. So let's start with the first question. What inspired you to follow this field of work?
Okay. About the developer is have two types of developer. First is front end that will develop about page like website or application that user interact with that. The second type is back end developer is involved with data storage, security, or some function that user didn't see. I prefer to work as back end. Yeah.
You prefer that back end is good for you than the front end?
Front end. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Are there any skills that you have cultivated or consider important for these careers?
With my career, most important skill is in the hard skill surely is programming. I think the soft skill also important as well, like communication skill, collaboration skill, or presentation skill.
Wow, from your answer, you have a lot of experience. So I'll give next question for you, Nat.
Yeah. Next question is, I want to know how the English language play a role in your work.
For me, I use English when in work when I have to find a solution that I can solve it, or when I study about technology or programming in my free time. But I didn't use it in communication.
That's
From that
quite
you tell
good.
that English is a very crucial and critical. It help you a lot to work.
Yes, it helped me a lot when I want to find some problem when I stuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next questions, how do you approach communication challenge that may arise due to cultural differences in the workplace?
Personally, I just listen actively and empathically, try to understand other people and respect their opinion or reason. Just listen more than speak.
Wow, that's a good lessons to improve our skill in working.
Yeah, I think it will help us to your technique is
In the
us.
future. Like
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Your work seems difficult and take a lot of time to do that. So how do you manage your working time? Just like allocate your work time or your rest time?
Okay. With my job, I work 9 hours per day and 5 days per week. But I'm working from home. I don't need to spend time in commuting to work. So after working time, it's my late time. After working time at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. is my rest time. But maybe one or 2 days per week, I spend 2 or 3 hours to study about programming.
Yeah, that's gonna be a routine that I will take.
Okay. So how do you feel about your working as a full-time developer?
As I said before, I'm working from home every day. I don't have to wake up too early in the morning, so I'm happy with this.
Oh, that's quite good.
And finally, is there anything you would like to tell to us or the people who watch this video or people who want to be the back end like you?
I would say that hard skill is important when you are working or when you to be an intern or something. But don't forget about the soft skills because it's very useful when you working as a team with other people, like presentation, communication, and collaboration. Also English.
Oh.
If you could with that, if you have more opportunity for you.
Okay. I think we get a lot of good information and a good points from you. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your insights during the interview. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Hello, my folks. I will talk about to summarize to the interview the speaker. She named Phachat. Phachat worked as a UX UI designer and joined this field doing to the studying computer science and interning in the industry during the third year. There emphasized the importance time management and continue learning for the freelance. The designer finds knowledge English is seen as beneficial for the communication, accessing resourcing when fixing culture different. She recommends listening, asking questions, and clarifying details to avoid misunderstanding. Dealing with the physical pain involves changing one's attitudes and trapping clear rules in the content, effective time management, and crucial for the freelance success as daily can harm freelancers. Reportation the scope of the freelance work deployed on projects, difficulty, which values criteria like pace, price per days on the project, enforcing pricing decision. She performed freelancing for the each verify of the experience but acknowledge the need for soft skills which can be developed in the full-time position with a divide team. As last, I forward to also talk about PA career and how it's different.
I will summarize the interview with PA. PA worked on making software. He mainly focused on creating API, will help website show information. He worked on the backend part, storing data and keeping it safe. Enforcement skills from they include being good at programming and thinking logically. PA more also be good at talking with others and working as a team. He used English to look up things and learning more about programming, but they use it sparingly in their conversation. He listen careful to what others say and respect their opinion about they just learning about programming to start up to data with new stuff. PA believe that being good at the technical part is important, but being able present well, communicate openly, and work well with honor is just important.